it's Autumn Blossom and welcome back to the channel. So today is the 13th of April, so I am nearly halfway through Camp NaNoWriMo. It's going okay, but I am getting a little bored. I think it's mostly because of the isolation and the fact that I'm bored anyway. So to spice it up, I've decided to give myself a little challenge that I'll start tomorrow morning because I overslept today. So the challenge I have decided to set myself is kind of like my I write like Victoria Avery for a day challenge, which I'll link above, but with a twist. So I have decided to use Stephen King as my author of inspiration this time, but because I'm not writing, I'm going to edit my work. There wasn't a lot about how Stephen King edits his books. I keep trying to say Stephen Hawking. There's not a lot on how Stephen King edits his novels, though there is a lot about how he writes his novels, and I've decided to take that and twist it a little bit to fit to my editing. So let me go get my notes. I'm back. So Stephen Hawking writes approximately 6 to 10 pages a day, and he said in an interview that that's around 2,000 words, which I know is not the case anymore when you write digitally. It might be writing by hand, but anywho, he does this for about 3 to 4 hours, and he does it at his top quality. So what he does when he starts to write, he begins writing between 8 and 8:30, no later. So that's great for me, gives me a time to start. He starts with a cup of tea, he takes a vitamin supplement, and he listens to music. He also tries to minimise distractions by not going on his phone, closing the door, you know, sitting at the exact same place, knowing where everything is, and just focusing on his work, which is great. And he will write non-stop until 11:30 to 1:30 p.m. So this gives me a time frame from earliest 8 o'clock to latest 1:30 to get a set amount of pages done. Now, because I'm not actually writing and 2,000 words and I have all the words already written, I've decided to basically up the amount that I have to do. So rather than 6 to 10 pages, it is 16 to 20 pages, and it's just editing, so it should be fine. And I have no idea how many words that is, but I have it already written out, so it should in theory amount to the same kind of work. The only issue is that getting into a place with no distractions is pretty hard, considering we live in a 1-bedroom, 1 living room apartment. There's 2 of us here and we're in isolation, so we're basically both on top of each other. Now, my boyfriend has a computer. I am commandeering it for this challenge. I'm going to use his computer to do the editing, so I have nothing to distract me. I will unhook the computer from the internet so that I can't research anything unless it is relevant to the book, and that will be me having to go and get my laptop. By sitting at the computer, I'm staring at a wall, there's no TV, and I will put earphones in to listen to music so that my boyfriend can't distract me with his talking. So that is the goal. I will start tomorrow because I wasn't meant to start today, but I slept in. Oops. But that is the goal. So I'll see you tomorrow. So I've just woken up. It is 8 o'clock, or nearly 8 o'clock. I gotta turn the computer on, and I've got my cup of tea and my vitamin, so let's get to it. So I don't have a multivitamin, but I do take my B12 supplement, so that's what I'm gonna take. It's really sweet. Right, I've gotta go get. I've got 5 minutes. I'm just gonna go grab my piece of paper, my work, set up the computer because it's set up strangely, and should be ready to go. My phone is all the way over there, so it's literally just the computer and it's not plugged into the internet, so we're fine. I'm gonna have some issues logging, like typing, because I'm so used to a Mac and now it's a PC, so all the shortcuts are slightly different and things like that, so that's gonna be fun, but we'll see. So far I am on 2,946 words, and that is chapter 29. So I have slimmed down the chapters because I should be doing chapter 32 next, but I'm actually starting on chapter 30, so I have minimised a few chapters too. And I will probably, once it's all re-edited word-wise, go through again and cut down chapters. I'm not completely sure on whether I'll do that or whether or not I will just wait, give it to people and see what they say about the chapters, or whether they think those chapters are too long or too short, or they're too, I don't know, inconsistent. We'll see. But yeah, it has a minute to go until 9. So till 8. We have a minute to go till 8, so going to basically just get started. So it has been about an hour now. I had to use the internet because I needed to Google an item of clothing's name, and my laptop's dead, so I've connected the computer to the internet just to save time. It's been just under an hour and I have written 1, 2, 3, 4. I've done 4 pages of editing, so it looks like what I'm doing is right. Having doing 16 to 20 chapters in 3 to 4 hours. I am adding to it quite a lot as well, so that's not too bad. Though I feel like some chapters are going to be completely polished and others will need adding to, so it should kind of make up for itself. So far so good. I'm not overly daunted by the task. Maybe it's because I'm not actually writing, so it's literally just adding and editing. But I don't know, having a you must end by kind of time, though Stephen King, if he hadn't got his work done by the time he said he'd finish, he'd carry on. Having that kind of time looming over my head makes me kind of panic and want to rush. But then again, like I said, he would continue, so if I don't hit 16 pages minimum, I'll continue. But yeah, just a little update. coming up to third hour now, and I've had to add quite a few new sections into the chapters, having to create relationships that bloom later on and making them start a bit earlier, because I realised that the fact that people got close or didn't quite make sense, how they all of a sudden just trusted each other. So I've had to add that in and change a few bits about that are a bit too obvious to plot twists and things within the novel. I've just finished the 17th page, so I think I'm going to leave it there, as I just finished a chapter that was going to start the 18th page. And as I'm basically at the third hour mark, I've fit it in. If I do any more, I feel like I might just lose interest, because well, I've got the rest of the month to do it. It's more I kind of want to go do something else than editing. I am a little bit worried about handing it out with new pieces in it without having reread it, if that makes any sense, but we'll see how it goes. I am just about getting to the halfway point of the novel. I've edited 10,889 words, so that's quite a big dent in the novel itself, and is pretty good, to be fair. I hadn't realised it was actually that much. So I think from now on I probably edit from the computer without any distractions. It's quite a good idea. So yeah, 40,000 words, and my goal is 75, so that is round about where I'm meant to be, word count wise. And it's a total of 63 pages at the minute. So yeah, though obviously this wasn't the writing style of Stephen King, and I've adapted his writing style into a way of me editing, it has worked really well. And maybe not giving myself a strict 9 to 5 time scale, but sitting down and being like, right, you've got to do this for 3 hours at least, or you've got to do at least 7 pages, is a good way for me to edit, rather than me going, okay, I've got to edit, I've done a page, that's good enough. Because right now I am kind of losing momentum, and time has kind of flown doing this, so I'm doing it this way, and I've obviously done a lot, so I might have found my new way of editing. That's pretty good. So now I've just got to update my Camp NaNoWriMo. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and a comment below. I'd love to hear about how you're editing your own work, or what you're actually doing during Camp NaNoWriMo. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to actually see how the month of Camp NaNoWriMo is done for me, as I'll be uploading a video of the whole month in the next couple of weeks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.